We are live, simultaneous. How good is that?
Wow.
Getting better.
Good
Hello,
morning, everybody.
and welcome to Monday. Monday, gosh, what's the date? 16th of May. Good Lord.
Here we go.
It's screaming along. We are talking about how to transform your business during challenging times. I think this is a really topical one because I think I feel a lot of people believe that their business may be in that place, and we've certainly got some good ideas about how you can do that.
It's interesting. This challenging times becomes a real mindset thing, and
It does.
I think if you zoom out from your individual situation, and you're looking at business as a whole, as we do every day, there's always some segment of business, some segment of the marketplace that's in challenging times.
That's just a fact of business, right?
I think people forget that they think that when they're doing well, that everybody's doing well, and that when they're doing not so well, that everybody's not doing so well. Whereas it doesn't quite work like that.
No.
And I guess the good news around that is that you can take control and make sure that you are always doing well. Or that if you're not doing well, it's only for very, very short periods of time.
Yeah.
And you can make the adjustments in your business and in your life to make sure that you do go well.
And you touched on it really briefly just then, Nick, in that it's about mindset. So taking control is about recognizing and being aware of where your mindset is at. So that's the first tip that we would talk to you about. If you've got the commentary, the internal thing going on in your head, or hearing people saying, oh man, it's hard, we want you to check and be aware that commentary is going on in your head, and we need you to flip it to a growth mindset, because there is actually, in every bit of chaos that happens in business, there's always going to be something that you can go, there's a bit of gold that I can go and grab that. And it starts with how you think and what you say, because what you think and say is what will become your reality. We know that.
So how does someone pull themselves out of that? So I just want to probably give you, because when things aren't going well in your business and in your life in general, you feel like everything's caving in on you. And a little tip that I want to give you here is that when things aren't going so well for you and your business, you got to go back to the macro, the big overarching. Is there less people in the world? Is there less people in your marketplace? No. It's going to be most overwhelmingly, most likely is that
that's a resounding
there's going to be more people. And then is there less money? Well, no. So what it is then where are the people going to spend their money, and where are they spending any additional money that they may have? And then that is your job as a business owner. We talk about business owner, and then there's also the word entrepreneur. And what you do need to do is be entrepreneurial in being a business owner. That is not tradesman-like, not core skill and or trade or profession, but actually be entrepreneurial in your business, that you know how to go and adjust your business model to make sure that you can be profitable in your business. And so think about, what are the trends, what's going on out there in the marketplace, that you can then go and look at and adjust.
Access.
Go and make those adjustments.
You bet. So one of the things that will support you in that thinking is really go back to why you started the business. What's the purpose that this business started? Whatever it is, whether it's a particular lifestyle, whether it's being able to give back to community, whatever it is, you're deeply passionate about the product you sell, that will help that flip of the mindset. And then what you speak about is, look, think of yourself as a drone on top of your business. Absolutely. That you're looking down on top of it, because you know what, you get a different perspective. When you're not working in the weeds and doing the do every day, you need to step back, think of yourself as a drone looking down on top of your business, so you can go, there's some gaps, there's some opportunities, there's some things that I can take advantage of.
Now, if you're running around like a headless chook because you've got a wall of worry, you're concerned that things aren't going so well, you need to really go and find a way to win. The thing is that panicking or going into the fetal position and just being full of concern. It's actually not doing anything. Like the worry is not achieving anything.
Correct.
It's just worry.
Yeah.
And so, what you need to do is just go and find a way to win. When you need to make the business work, when everything's on the line, then you will find a way if you throw enough effort, energy, and attention at that.
Indeed. So one of those ways that you can find that energy and that pick me up is get involved in business communities, surround yourself with the right people. If you're hearing a lot of negative speak from people that are around you, that to me is an alarm bell going, actually, I don't need to be here. I need to go and find a new tribe of people, a new business community. I Navigate Biz. There are others, but we are certainly here. You don't hear us talking about, oh, woe is me, this is tough, this is difficult. We're talking about, here's the opportunity. That's what you've got to be thinking, growth mindset. So if you're surrounded by these people or exposing yourself to them, you have to make the conscious decision and action to step away from that and to turn on that filter. Put up that wall to that negative speak, because it doesn't serve you. By any means.
And eventually, once you get really comfortable in the fact of being an entrepreneurial business owner, then you can start to come to get excited about market shifts and even excited about downturns, because what you see in behind all of those things is opportunity. And there's real opportunity there to go and adjust your business model, adjust your thinking, go out, do some market research and get some market intel, so that you can go out and build, even something better than what you thought about in the first place.
And it could be a new offering that you've noticed a gap that you can offer a new product or service. It could be a new location, it could be a new delivery methodology. Do you need to put it online if you're not there already?
I want to use the example here that a classic example of what does happen. See, with Starbucks, something that I picked up on there. Starbucks, obviously, coffee chain, very established coffee chain. But then we had all of these iced tea type places coming in, all the all the cha times and the different types of bubble teas and all that come in, and clearly they were taking market share. All those iced teas and those bubble teas clearly taking market share from that coffee market.
Yeah.
And you see, if you go into a Starbucks now, like there's a whole suite of different types of teas, iced teas, and all those types of teas you get in there. Now, no one is immune. Doesn't matter what size business you are, is my point. Everybody is under constant attack and constant threat from market changes in tastes and flavors and habits. There's always different market forces at play here, no matter what size your business is. And when you talk about just you and your business as an owner operator, or maybe just one or two of you, me and my little old business, you are under threat constantly, and you need to be looking to grow that market share, and move and adjust and grow, because nothing counteracts a downturn like growth. You go and grow by whether you're changing your business model, changing your demographic that you're supplying to, changing your products, or adding new divisions or new areas to the business, adding additional locations. You can collaborate or acquire other businesses. All of these things are really important to stimulate growth, even in a contraction.
This is all a choice. Like, to continue the Starbucks conversation, you now see them in Woolworths for our at-home coffee machines.
Pods.
Who would ever have thought that a international chain you could get in Woolworths or Coles?
But they were obviously under threat from the Nespressos and all the other little pods things. So it's just another way to get their brand into your home. Again, that's not limited to the big chains. You've got to constantly keep reinventing and adding different growth areas to your business, so that when contractions come, or the market shifts a little bit, you've still got areas that you can grow in.
So you also touched on collaboration. So if you see other businesses that have the same market as you, or they've got a target audience that I'd love to get into that. What's wrong with, through your business networking, getting an introduction, go and introduce yourself and go, hey, I've got this, you've got that. How about we collaborate? How about we co-create something that speaks to our respective audiences, suddenly you've got a multiplier of an audience that you didn't have before.
Yeah.
So there's some great stuff to be done. And I know in the networking groups that I belong to, outside now, because I need to be part of other networking groups, not just our own, I see a lot of this happening lately, is co-creation, collaboration, complementing what you do or what you could create as a new. It's a wonderful opportunity.
Or one of my favourite ones is if you're in a market and it is, maybe it is overcrowded. There's lots of people in there, and so you've got lots of players that aren't particularly doing very well. A lot of people with just little tiny bits of market share.
Yeah.
And hey, this again. Why navigate business here? We know the statistics are that most of those businesses will not continue to trade after 2 or 3 or 4 years. So a great alternative to go and get growth is to go and look at who are these other little micro businesses around that are competitors to you that are probably struggling. Maybe they don't have the same strength of will as you, the same resolve that you have, and the same will to win that you have. Go out and look at their stock or whatever that they have and say, hey, look, would you be interested in selling your business? Perhaps if they're not doing well, there's no goodwill involved, and you can just end up taking the headache off them, improving your stock position, and taking some additional market share. So you're ending up turning 2 sort of on the ropes type businesses, or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 of them, and pull them all together. And try and make one really great business out of that. There's tons of small businesses out there that are really struggling. So you get back and you get the synergies there, get their database, get their stock, and you've still just got the one overhead there, which is your business.
Indeed. So that is a beautiful segue into our free tutorial next week on the 26th, because we're going to be talking to you about what you need to be doing to prepare for the end of financial year. That's a hard date that doesn't shift, 30th of June for us here in Australia.
31 of March in New Zealand.
It doesn't shift, but there are so many things that you should be thinking about, strategizing, and this is not about thinking, oh man, that's just big corporate speak. That's big business end of town only does that. No, there are so many options
really important to you,
for the business owners who are listening to us here. So if some of this conversation resonates, come and find us on our website, navig8biz.com, and there's a little menu item there that says free tutorials. Jump in there and you'll see a list of them, but the next one is next week. And this will be talking in a little bit more detail about what you can do, which speaks to what we've been talking about today, to really take control of your business. And the most important thing, be ready and excited for what next financial year will bring.
Absolutely. Yeah. And if you are not even sure about, how you're going to build a growth plan, how you're going to go and take control of the marketplace, how you're going to build your business to be a serious player in whatever it is you do, come join us in the Biz Boot Camp. We've got one currently underway. Next one's coming up. So jump into navigatebiz.com and check out the Biz Boot Camp, 56 days of mentoring from Joanne and myself. And we take you through building out a great business, a sustainable, profitable, long-term business. We hold your hand through that process each and every day for 56 days.
And we're getting it really into the nitty-gritty of what we've been speaking about today, with all the tools that you need to implement. So this is not just what you need to do, but how do you do it? That's super important. So have an awesome day. This will be us for today, and we'll be back on Thursday.
Go for growth.
Have a wonderful day. See ya. Oh, goodness. Oh, I've got a funny end going on. Sorry, everybody. My face right in the